This is the Brain Show. Today we want to talk about the brain information storage circuit. To store the information in memory, the cerebral cortex organizes its neurons in brain basic functional circuit, which is a number of neurons more or less numerous that are located in such a way that they can circulate a nerve impulse between them without dissipating the energy of said impulse. The circular arrangement seems to be the most convenient for this function, and all the known anatomical details indicate that this disposition occurs in the so-called association cortex areas, where they form the columns described by Mountcastle 1968. The size of one brain information storage circuit depends on the size of the information content is stored in each brain information storage circuit. Not all the cerebral cortex areas are made of columns. That only happens in the so-called association cortex, like number 19 area at the occipital lobe, the number 21 at the temporal lobe, number 7 at the parietal lobe. That is to say that the brain, to store the information, generates a supraneuronal nature structure. Using neurons as bricks, the brain generates the brain information storage circuit, and this group of neurons behaves as a functional information unit. The neural cell alone, isolated, it is not that makes things in the brain, but the device that makes things in the brain is built with neurons. And if this is the first time the individual received the information, like the child in the learning period, a new brain information storage circuit is generated, and this group of neural cells remains dealing with this content information, and this is the way to store and to process information. And this group of neural cells store the information in independent deposits without mixing one information content with others, and as the nerve impulse circulates in an endless way, then the information becomes timeless. This group of neurons remains somehow excluded from the circulation in the cortex. It is unable to receive a new information as it is busy. But anytime the information arrives to the brain, a new brain basic information storage circuit is generated. For that, the brain contains a sufficient number of neurons. But it can happen that one neuron to be participating in more than one circuit, because the axon may branch and then innervate another neural cell in the association cortex. Here I show you a graphic where it can be seen how the functional units of the brain basic functional circuit, are located to form a circle to make circulate the impulse in an endless way, and renovating the energy in every synaptic station, and generating in every synaptic station the binary code, which is the digital tool used by brain to contain the information. The information is stored, is contained in the fact on and off position of the innervated neural cell. The information is not stored in any molecule at the neural cell cytosol.